Okay, in the last video, we got a little bit philosophical on you, talking about leveraging the platform of the local church. And so in this video, we're going to get super practical once again, because we're going to talk about how to leverage that platform by making connections at church. So pastors and leaders, consider this principle. If you don't have a practical way to connect mentors to people who are ready to mentor, then it just simply won't happen. So if you're at a place where you're ready to really start implementing some of these systems and tools in your church, then this video is for you. So take some good notes here. All right, so we're going to start with our invite, invest, and train framework again. And we're going to talk about you up here as a pastor and then the people you're going to mentor down below. So first with you, invite a few catalysts, some faithful people that you can start with who you think will be available and ready to invest in somebody else. So step 2 is you invest in them, right? One topic at a time, use the tools and invest in them so they see how it works. And then number 3, you can train them up using some of the training tools. Again, we'll get into that a little bit more in some other videos. We'll tell you how to train someone. But for now, just know that this is where it starts. It starts with you inviting, investing, and training. And then they will be ready to do it in the church. And that's where mentor requests come in. In your church, you need to have a way to let people know that you have mentors and you're ready to connect people who want to mentor with your mentors. Now, maybe you think nobody's going to want to do that at your church, but slowly and surely, if you start talking about the fact that you have people who are willing to help people, you'll start getting some mentor requests. Now, the other list that you'll want to keep is mentor registrations. So those first few catalysts that you train up, those will be the first names on your mentor registration list. But as people help other people go full circle, more and more names will get registered as mentors. And remember, that means those are people who are trained and ready, and they know how to invest in somebody one topic at a time. So you have mentor requests coming in, and you have mentors getting registered over the months and years ahead as you create a discipleship culture in your church. And there it is. That's the picture. So why don't you talk about it now? Who will you invite to be the first mentors for you? Remember, you'll invite them and you'll invest in them one topic at a time, and then you'll train them and release them to start mentoring slowly but surely. It'll be a trickle at first, and over time, it'll become cultural for your church. Second question, which topics will you start with? This is a question that you always want to train the mentors to ask. Since this is topic at a time mentoring, it's important to choose the right first few topics. Now, we'll give some suggestions on that in some later videos. But one thing I've learned is if I don't pick topics that are interesting to the people I'm starting with, then probably the mentoring relationship will fail. Okay, so here's the third question for you. How long till you think they're ready to be connected to someone in your church and start discipling, start mentoring? Now, maybe you'll say it'll take me a few weeks. Maybe you'll say it'll take me a few months to get people trained up and ready to go. But be assured of this. If you do it, and if you're clear about it, and if you're systematic about it, it'll work. It won't happen overnight. A mentoring culture takes time to develop, just like a non-mentoring culture took time to develop. But if you do it, if you commit to it, you can make it happen.